Hey everybody, it's Axel with Golden Acorns, where we help guide your growth in 12 key areas of life. Stuff like learning, travel, finances, and more. So we're going to bring simple, actionable ideas to help move you guys forward with purpose. So let's plant some seeds of potential and grow a life you love. Please share and enjoy.
Morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
Sleepy Monday, 900% humidity,
Yeah.
hot Dunkin' coffee.
Yeah.
Let's go. Midwest life.
Kind of got back on the horse a little bit today.
Yeah. Is that what we're talking about today? Falling off the horse?
Mm-hmm.
No, man.
Kind of. No.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. We do that
Let's
sometimes.
keep it positive.
We are human.
Say that to yourself.
But I hate being reminded of it, you know?
I know.
And then I feel terrible, but
Like little mini lesson. And I always have to remind myself, like, it's so much easier just to not do stuff.
yeah, it really is.
Like, that's the easy button, you know? Yeah, just to be like, you know what? It's easier to not work out. It's easier to not think about what I have to eat. It's easier, like, so man, discipline is clutch.
Yeah. God, I know.
And then sometimes you go, discipline, you're going to take a break.
Yeah.
Because
I need a vacation.
I don't have room for you right now. You're needy and I need some space. Yeah.
And that's kind of where we've been, especially me lately.
Yeah. And we're very in tune. So I feel like, you know, we kind of feed off each other typically.
So are you saying you not working out is my fault?
That's what I heard. Say that at all.
Okay.
What I said was our marriage is so strong and our connection so deep. Okay. Let's go to a commercial.
So, what I wanted to talk to you about today, and I've been keeping it a secret.
Oh man, you're blindsiding me.
I love it because I want to hear your real thoughts on it. So like, I don't want it to be scripted. I don't want it to be like, you know, we're authentic here. So if I don't pre-talk to you about it, then I get your real insight and I love it.
But the pre-talks help me be prepared so that people don't think I'm just a dum-dum. That's like, this guy.
You're not. Stop.
All right.
Okay.
Fair enough.
So I was listening to a course. I'm in this business buying mastermind, and one of the courses was on mindset, and he has 13 things around the art of doing hard shit.
Ooh, all right.
So that's what we're gonna dive into. So I just thought I'd go through the 13 things that he brought up.
Okay, I love it.
And then we could kind of talk about it. And then it's kind of ironic because I'm listening to a book right now that's called like Do Hard Shit. So, and it's like at the same time, I'm like totally not disciplined in any.
The book's not choose which hard shit to not do. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but I mean, I feel like I'm kind of in this season where I feel like a lot of hard things are being thrown at me.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I just feel like this is kind of appropriate to everyone goes through that, or it's like, why can't anything just work out for me, you know? And then kind of have that little pity party.
Like the ebbs and flows of life. Yeah, you go through those.
Yeah.
I think that's why, you know, when the times are good and things seem easy, like you just have to love it. Love it, love it, love it, because
gratitude, right? Like we talked about.
Yeah, the opposite is just right over the hill and it's going to come.
Yeah, and it's hard. I think you kind of spiral like once you feel like something is against you. And then it's harder to practice gratitude and it's harder to see the good things. And then it's just like this self-perpetuating thing, right? So
those are those tests the universe throws you though, you know? So solid C right now.
So this is this is how you pass that test, I guess.
Okay,
I don't know.
Well, let's start. I'm excited.
So number 1 is accept that you're not strong enough to do it by yourself.
Ooh. That's almost a little swallow your pride.
Yeah. And I would say like I've been carrying this heavy weight all for like a month. And I haven't really brought you into the fray on it because I didn't want to burden you when you have so much on your plate. Right.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. And so, but this weekend we talked about it. And Nova. Come on, baby.
Our dog wants to be in a podcast here. Go.
Come over here. You can't be in the podcast. But yeah, like I didn't really want to, I wanted to keep it to myself and I wanted to carry that burden by myself. And then I was able to, like, you finally like coaxed it out of me. And then I felt so much better.
I think so. That's a great point. Sometimes we do that as a, like, we think we're protecting other people.
Yeah.
When you're just kind of making it worse for yourself. And that's that thing where you're creating a false, something that doesn't exist in your own brain.
Totally.
Of like, this is how he's going to feel. And this is what you don't know that.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, that's a definitely a toxic trait of mine. So.
Oh, he's gotten better.
I'm trying. We talked about that before too. Yeah. Okay.
So number 2, you need to have an unwavering desire to change your external environment. I think that is huge.
Wow.
So this dude who did this episode, or this course.
Is this the guy that had the cancer?
No.
This is something different? Okay.
Okay, so this guy's name is Chris Moore, which didn't mean anything to me. And then he's like, I was on American Ninja Warrior actually twice and I almost won it. And I'm like, oh yeah, I remember him. Like the little guy who was like super good. And so, you know, for example, his example of like change your external environment. So his mom got cancer and he wanted to kind of like do something with her to like support her through her journey of like cancer.
Yeah.
So he decided, and he was like not fit at all. And he was like, I'm going to try out for American Ninja Warrior. Like, and he had no background. No. And he's like, if my mom has to go through cancer, I'm going to go through whatever that takes.
Sure.
And so he had a buddy come and like they built a few obstacles in his backyard, like just a few little things just to get started. And he just started training. So he was like, I changed my entire like external environment.
Yeah.
Like who I interacted with, what I ate, like all the things in order to start training and doing something hard that like he'd never even really worked out before. Like he was not a fitness person at all.
And it's just like, I'm going to do this crazy thing that only.
Yeah. Because my mom has to go through cancer. Like, so she has to do something really, really hard. So I want to do something really, really hard with her. Right. And then he ended up being like almost winning it. Like it's crazy.
That is so cool. I'm sure too, you make amazing connections. Like you're opening new doors. You're, you know, just by changing that environment, it's where does it stop? Right.
I think changing your external environment is the hardest. It's really hard to do.
I like what does he say? An unwavering desire.
Yeah. Because you have to be very intentional. Right. I mean,
and that would mean to me, like if you have that level, you're going to change it. Not like, you know what, I'm going to paint my office a different color. Like it's not changing your environment, right? Like you need to go big. It sounds like. Yeah.
And really want it. If you really want something bad enough and it's going to be hard, you have to do what it takes. Right. That's kind of what he's getting at.
That's cool. I think you got to keep future you in mind too when you do stuff like that, because so many times we don't look far enough. We're like, say you're going to move, you're like, you know what, I'm going to move because my job has this amazing opportunity, and you just look at short things like, well, my kids have to move to school, or I don't know the neighborhood, but like look farther where you're like, you 5 years, 10 years, and you're like, thank God we moved, this is amazing, I have new friends. Like just look farther. I think
that's a good way to, you know, prepare for it.
Yeah.
To plan it out further in advance. Yeah. I mean, because there's always stuff like that. It's just discomfort, right?
That's exactly what it is.
And so we
don't like discomfort as humans. We protect ourselves from it.
Yeah. And like moving. Oh God. Right. Like that sounds horrible. Like nobody likes to move. Well, when you're older, right? Like us, and you have like a bunch of crap and you have kind of established, yourself in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
And then you're used to being able to go to Menards and go to Home Goods in like
what
3
you're just
minutes.
talking about yesterday.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. Like if we moved, so we side story. Our 9-year-old, we decided to like clean out her closet and then go to Menards, our hardware store, and get like a full like little closet organizer built-in thing, and installed that yesterday. And we like did one thing wrong, so we had to like take these shelves back and get these other little like hook things we needed. And we were like, God, it's so great that we're like 5 minutes away and we can just go run and do it. Whereas like if we lived in the country or if we lived, you know, anywhere, like it'd be a 20-25 minute drive.
Yeah, it's not always so convenient.
And
right?
we wouldn't want to do it. We'd be like, ugh, you know, or like
I'll
take
grab
up
it
so
next
much
time
time.
I'm in the city.
Yeah. So we were talking about like, because we've been talking about moving and it's like, man, like the conveniences. So it just kind of goes back to that. Like that would make us uncomfortable.
Well, no, look, we're avoiding discomfort.
We are.
Yeah.
So.
Damn, this podcast is good. Can't wait to tell my wife.
Oh,
She's going to be so excited when I go, babe, we're moving.
yeah.
She goes, where? And I go, yeah, I don't know that yet. That's the next episode.
That's the next episode.
Real quick, one more thing on discomfort.
Yeah.
I bet if you took any successful person you know, that's got to be something all of them have in common. If they constantly put themselves in uncomfortable situations, they've done things that create discomfort and then they overcome that discomfort.
Yeah.
I mean,
because if you put it like, oh, you're constantly in discomfort, like that sounds terrible.
No, you're choosing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you choose and then you fix, you overcome, and then you choose again.
Mm-hmm.
So you're still in control.
Yeah.
Kind of, right? Like,
yeah. That's a key component of this.
Yeah.
Too, is you having the control. Like in the other book that I'm reading, he said that is like really the determining factor, like a huge determining factor of overcoming like a hardship or being able to like put the grit in.
Yeah.
Is you, even if you don't have control, having a sense of control.
Oh, sure.
So he gave an example of, he uses sports a lot as like an example. He was a cross country coach, this guy, this other book. And he was saying how like they did studies of like if the coach sets the workout and it's exactly, you have to do exactly what they say. Okay. Right? Like, well, we're going to start here. We're going to run 4 miles. You're not going to stop, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Versus if you allow the athletes to control their workout to the sense of like the coach gives direction and says, I want 7 miles ran.
Don't care how you do it.
Don't care how you do it.
Sure.
Like, don't care where, don't care what, right? It's like the athletes who thrive, like athletes thrived on that, on like being able to choose
sure
how they did what the coach wanted them to do.
So coach is still getting the same result.
Mm-hmm.
He's just relinquishing a little control to give them that locus of control, which I'm sure whatever famous therapist like
right
said, like that is a key component to
yeah. I mean the
being
amount.
human.
So the improvement in the athletes who were allowed to control their workouts was like exponential. Isn't
so that would work in parenting as well, you're saying?
Well, yeah, it did make me think back to when Weston was like 5 or 6 and we were just like struggling so bad to get her to do anything. And I read a thing about kids just need options. And so like she had to brush her teeth and she had to get dressed. Like that wasn't an option.
Well, and we had always said, you get dressed, you brush your teeth, you put your shoes on. You know, like
yeah.
we presented in order that it was supposed to be done.
Yeah, we kind of dictated.
Yeah.
Get dressed, get dressed, get dressed, get dressed, right? It's like, oh my God, why won't she just get dressed? And so then it was say, did you want to get dressed first or do you want to brush your teeth first? And so same thing, same outcome,
but
right?
Giving her control.
But giving her control, holy buckets, that like changed our whole mornings. Like to the point where I can hardly remember how bad it was.
Yeah.
I remember it was really bad and we were constantly fighting. But like as soon as we did that and shifted it, it was like normal.
Well, now it's like a skill we just use.
Right.
I don't know if you've noticed, like we just do it without thinking now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we do it every day with the dishes. Do you want to unload or load? Every day. I mean, literally every day we have to ask our kids which one they want to do.
Yeah.
Do you want to unload
Every
the
day
sink?
it's a surprise. Whoa, we got to do the dishes every day.
Yeah, somehow they don't understand that that's part of the routine. But yeah, so it's like reframing a demand into a question and giving it choice. And that leads all back to control. And like humans want to be in control. They want to have agency of their own life.
Well, I think also control brings a level of safety. If you're in control, it brings a level of safety. When you're out of control, you don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
So
I love that.
It all comes kind of down to that, I think.
I would totally agree with that.
Okay, that was just number 3. Damn. Let's go.
Was that number 3?
I think it was number 3.
No, that was number 2.
Oh,
dude, we got 13 of these.
Is
we
this
got to cook
podcast
through.
called The Rabbit Hole? Because that's what we always do. Welcome back to The Rabbit Hole.
Okay, well, this one's easy. You have to make some really hard decisions.
Oh, yeah.
And I would agree with that. Like, and he even talked about, like, there are people you have to cut out of your life. Or there are, just things like that where it's like, it's really hard to do. It's a really hard decision. It sucks.
I would say what I've noticed, especially as civilization just keeps getting more technologically advanced and things are easier to get, sacrifice. People are not willing to sacrifice even little things.
Little discomfort.
Little discomforts. Like it's just like, ooh, but I have 7 accounts to different platforms. I can't give one of them up. Like, I mean, I'm talking little things that we just don't want to give up.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah. So how are you going to give up big stuff if
like
you
your
can't?
Netflix subscriction or something like that?
Yeah, if you're like, I have Discovery and Netflix and all these, whatever, and you're just like, I can't give one up because I watch one show on it.
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
start small, test yourself, and give something up.
Yeah, like when I had to delete Candy Crush off my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Whew, that was a sacrifice.
Oh my God, talk about first world problems.
It was so hard, but I like get addicted to those things, and I just want to like zone out and play Candy Crush instead of paying attention to my kids, right? And so that was a hard decision to literally delete the game because I was so like, it addicted me, man. I was like, couldn't stop playing it. And then as soon as I deleted it, maybe first 2 days, I'm like, I want to play Candy Crush. I want to play Candy Crush. And then day 3, 4, it's like, I forgot it even existed.
You know what are hard decisions for me? And I'm guessing I'm not alone here, listeners, but food, the presence of food. Like when I'm hungry, I am within 1 minute of food anywhere. And so it's just like, I'm hungry. I'm going to go run here. Like,
oh, when you're out and about, you mean?
Yeah. Better decision would be like, I can wait. I'm not going to starve. Or even my choice. Like I choose convenience sometimes over just a different choice. Like, hey, maybe I should go here instead, or, but.
What do you mean?
This is water in this Dunkin' cup, I think. It's really hot.
We left the gym and we went to Dunkin', even though we were on our way home and could have made our own coffee. So
okay, so another
but we
choice.
wanted it faster.
We didn't have milk here though. Like, so a choice would have been we should go to the grocery store, also on the way home, pick some milk up. But
we did have milk. I bought it yesterday.
Now I feel really bad. Oh my God.
That's why I was like, why do you want to go to Dunkin'? But I'm not going to argue with you.
Wow. What other things are you hiding from me now? You're just buying milk behind my back.
Okay. Number 4. We gotta move on. Be in close and constant proximity to the right people.
Boom.
And this is a quote: getting around the right people and learning the right things can change and alter your external environment. Yep. Which will change your values, change your actions, and change your outcome. I mean, it's kind of like if you even think back to school, how important your group of friends was.
Oh, everyone knows the kid or has the story. Well, he got in with the wrong group of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's your proof, right? So,
And peer pressure exists even as adults,
yeah,
you know, and like, it's interesting, like, you know, the people that we get around now, which are people like you guys, you know, it's amazing how much more like authentic I feel like our relationships are, and we can be more vulnerable and like more, and it's like because the people we're around aren't like these petty like drama people, right? So it's like it's interesting to change our group, and then it changes how you can interact with that group.
Absolutely.
Because before, like certain groups, I'm very guarded around people.
Yeah.
Because I can't trust their reaction to things I say, or right. Whereas like our group now, I can.
This is a slippery slope because, you know, when you start thinking about old friends you've been friends with forever.
Yeah.
You know, in our instance, we might have talked about this in other podcasts too, but, you know, growth changes you, changes your mindset. It changes just everything.
Yeah.
You know, your gratitude, it changes how you parent. So sometimes that challenges other groups that you've been friends with, or it changes your expectation almost. Like you start expecting different things from these people.
Like you expect that they have grown like you have grown, and then they're just with you on that same level.
And we've talked about that. Like it's almost like having reframing it in your mind when you go out with certain people to be like, okay, here's my expectation because this is who they are.
Yeah.
Which I'm not saying good or bad.
Right.
It's just like you need to know where you're going. And then if you go to a different group, maybe that's your group where you're like, this is where I can just let all this out or whatever. So
yeah. I mean, there's definitely certain things that we don't talk about around certain groups. And then there's, you know, things that we do around others. And you can kind of compartmentalize almost like pieces of your life. I mean, and it's more about mirroring that group, right? So you being authentic to you, but just in a mirror of their image, right? So you wouldn't be friends with them at all if you guys like didn't have fun and didn't have anything in common,
right?
And,
but if you still have your group of buddies that like they've been doing the same thing since high school, they're like, we go out and get drunk on Friday and Saturday and play pool. Well, I'm not gonna go hang out with you every Friday and Saturday,
right?
But if I'm like, I just kind of want to get drunk and go play pool, well, now I'm gonna reach out to that group,
right?
You know, that's like, hey, would you guys want to hang out? Because that's my expectation. Like, this is what I know they do. If I'm like, I really want to discuss this new book I just read, I'm not going to call that group.
Yeah.
That's going to be different.
Yeah, that's true. So which group do you want to be around all the time? I think that's kind of the point. It's not to say, it's not to say cut out every group of people or friend or whatever that doesn't align with you perfectly, right? And what you want to talk about all the time, but definitely having your main group that does.
Should choose wisely.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. I think that takes stepping back as well and looking at who you hang out with. Mm-hmm. A lot of people I don't think even realize who they're spending time with and how that's affecting them. It could be emotionally, physically, like just stepping back. And because sometimes it's just learned. You've been doing it so long, like you don't notice.
You don't realize.
Yeah. So just stepping back and taking that 10,000 foot view. Who am I spending time with? How are they affecting me? And that might change it a little bit.
Well, and there's friends that, you know, live different lifestyles than us. And when we go out with them, it's like so rejuvenating, right? To just be around them. Like we love them. We adore them.
Heck yeah.
So that's not to say, but like, they're also not the people we're going to spend our time with all the time, because then it would negatively affect.
Well, that's a good point.
That would negatively affect our external environment. Right. Yeah. But even though like we love them and we want to hang out with them.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Yeah, it's hard. It's just a balance. Everything's a balance.
Good call.
Number 5 is attend frequent in-person events to experience human to human interaction.
Oh yeah. Getting fewer and far between with people.
At least every 45 to 60 days. He's saying like at least every 2 months, make sure you're at like an event or a group gathering with people. Take a few days to get away from just being a passenger in your life. Get together in person and work on your life and your business acquisitions journey. Well, this is for that group, or your businesses, or let's say if you're just a W-2 employee and you don't really need to work on that, maybe it's your marriage then, right? Or something personal in your life that you do want to work on.
Oh yeah.
So it doesn't just have to be career focused. It can just be goal focused, like whatever goal you have and you really want to work on. What do you think of that? Like every 2 months, like really taking a day or two to connect with people and work on life goals and
being an extrovert. I feel like, and I'm going to blame it totally on COVID that really skyrocketed this.
Yeah.
It made it so okay for people to not
connect.
Like it just like gave permission to like, there's so many of these people that now are like agoraphobics, basically. Like they don't want to leave their house. They don't want to have any connection. Like it's just weird. And we're humans. We're supposed to be. We're not meant to be alone, you know?
So many remote workers. And that's what he was talking about is like so many meetings now are on Zoom or Teams or whatever. And people have like, you know, cut back on having office space and everyone works remote and then they collaborate digitally.
Yeah.
And he's just saying how unhealthy it is.
Well, and that's okay.
For humans.
I'll think of it as like working out, right? Like your communication skills are essentially a muscle. And if you aren't seeing people in person, like there's
so many
nonverbals that you're doing, that they're doing, that you're picking up, like you're getting awkward because your muscles are going away. Right. And I've noticed that with people that I communicate with sometimes, and I'm just like kind of weird. Like, and you can tell they just have not been talking to people. So, and it is not the same over a screen. It is not the same at all.
No.
But no, this one's for me because I'm an extrovert. I really like.
Well, I'm not an extrovert. And I think this is super duper important, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm super introverted, but our business partner, Owen, he set up this like coffee and he calls it coffee and cap rates. And so every Thursday, a group of us who invest in real estate get together for a couple hours. And like, I don't want to miss that.
Yeah, you look forward to it every week.
Every week. And like, there's probably 10 to 15 of us that like kind of don't miss it.
Yeah.
Right. And then there's always like 5 to 10 extra people that come and go. And then they'll come maybe once a month or like it's their first time there or whatever. But for those of us in it, like we've all said, it's like our therapy. It's like cheap therapy.
But going back to the other one too, not only is this your people, like everyone feels like this is my group. Yeah.
We can literally just talk about anything. We're very open. They're just, they're my people. Right. So, for me, like, so here's a suggestion. Here's a golden acorn. I'm so grateful to Owen for starting this. But if you don't have anything like that, be the one to start it.
Ooh, I love that. Yeah.
Right. If you have a dozen people that respect you and know that you will have fun things to talk about or whatever, right? Set something like this up. It's just a coffee house that has a little community room, right? And when we first started, there was just like a little section of couches that we just all sat around and then we got too big, right? So, and it's not convenient for me whatsoever. Like it's downtown, it's 30 minutes away. It's, but I make the effort to go because they're my friends. I love it.
And when you're done, you always seem happier, like you're rejuvenated when you come, when I see you after that meeting.
Because I think those of us that continuously go, we are providing value to each other. Right. And like, that's the point of this being in person and having these events and getting together, you can't provide that kind of value to one another if you're trying to meet up on Zoom.
Sure.
It's just not the same.
No, I agree. I think sometimes, depending on the industries you're in too, like attending industry trade shows, great ones.
I
Like
think that's kind of more what he meant, but
yeah, but like trade shows, I'm even wondering, you could do a concert.
Mm.
Concerts, you're out around tons of people. Like,
that's a good idea.
look for other events.
Comedy shows or like...
Yeah, just go out around humans and run into people.
More than just going out to dinner, because I don't think that's enough, because you're not interacting with anyone really.
Right. Remember, I was just telling you the program. There's a program, 75 Hard.
Yeah.
And in some of like the second, I don't remember if it's phase 2 or 3, but one of the challenges is every single day for 75 days, you're supposed to talk to a random person and strike up a conversation for 75 days. Some of you, if you're listening to this, are probably cringing. Like,
I totally was like, I couldn't do that.
You're like who? Like anyone? And you're like, yeah. You see someone walking outside on your sidewalk, go talk to them.
Nope. I couldn't do it.
But isn't it weird? Like people freak out.
Yeah. And you don't get it.
Yeah. I'm like, that sounds awesome.
You're like a golden retriever. You just want to like go up and love on everybody.
I'm the one that's in the yard. It's like, hey.
I'm more like a chihuahua. Total spaz.
All right. Let's go.
Okay, number 6. Woo! We're like halfway there. Raise the stakes. You're either rising up or shrinking down due to the demands of your situation. So what is it? You'll rise to the occasion or fall to your, I don't know.
Oh, was that in Atomic Habits? Didn't he?
Yeah.
Or
fall to your habits or something. I can't remember, but we're totally butchering this. But yeah, he's basically saying, he actually brought up 75 Hard with this, right? Oh. He was like, okay, if you do 75 Hard, and let's say you make it through the full 75 days and you don't really see results, he goes, then your diet wasn't hard enough or your workouts weren't intense enough. He goes, you didn't really push yourself.
So this is kind of like a goals thing, right? Mm-hmm. The highest you're going to rise is to the bar you set. Like if you're not setting your bar high enough, you're not going to.
I love that.
You're not going to try.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Simple, right?
Okay.
Oh, no, I didn't screenshot number 7. Dang.
Wow.
Skip number 7.
It was probably drink more coffee.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Did I? Oh, no, I just did it out of order. Whew. Thank goodness. All right. Stress test yourself daily.
Oh, man.
It is demand that brings out the exceptional qualities of man. This is a quote. We are a product of our situation and we can control our external environment. So it kind of goes back to that book we talked about, Death by Comfort, you know, and that was a daily stress test.
His were just hormetic stressors.
Right.
And they're saying maybe even do more. Give us some examples. What do you think are things that we can do?
A daily stress test?
Do a daily stress test.
I mean, I think working out, like as simple as that.
Yeah, I agree.
I think for guys who work out regularly, maybe try some yoga. It's not as easy as you think.
Maybe hit legs, bros. I'm just kidding.
No, but seriously, like, okay, you always do weights and run or something. Try yoga, try Pilates, try TRX straps, you know, work out with TRX. Go to a class at your gym. You want to be uncomfortable as a dude? Go to a workout class.
Yeah. Zumba
you want to stress yourself? Like, you think you're too cool, your ego's too big. Go in that class and you will work your ass off and you will be uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. And I mean, that would be great. That would be a stressor.
So what about, okay, I'm going to hit you with this one. Our kids, but we're 8 years ago in the thick of like just hard parenting, like stuff stressful every day. It feels stressful from the time you wake up.
A 1-year-old, a 4-year-old, and an 8-year-old.
Right. Yeah. So I'm like, the last thing I would want to do in that situation is more stress testing myself. So what do you think?
Okay. So with everything weighing on me right now, I'm kind of feeling that.
Yeah.
Right. And I feel like you get to the point mentally, it's all mental, right? So mentally you're like, I can't take on anymore.
Yeah.
Right. But then it's like doing that hard thing. It gives you this sense of like, damn, I can do anything.
Oh.
This sense of accomplishment and pride. Even just like, we finally went back to the gym today. And like, I felt so good after, and I knew I would, right? Like, I knew not going. I'm like, God, if we just go, like, I know how good I feel, but I don't want to go. I just want to lay in bed, right?
Because it's easier.
Yes. But like, so now I feel ready to tackle the day.
Just because you went and worked out a little bit.
It's all a mental discipline.
Yeah.
And I have been struggling with that mental discipline lately. It's not like going to the gym is not actually physically that hard, right? I mean, it is, but it's not, that's not what stops me from going.
Yeah.
I'm all in my head.
Okay. So that's your stress test. A lot of times.
So even like, okay, you say 8 years ago and, Sloan was a 1-year-old, like maybe I can't actually go to the gym, right? But maybe I can put on some headphones while she's napping and do, a yoga app just to like get back to my own self-care, right? So like there's always a way to do something or go on a walk in the stroller, right?
Yeah.
So like for moms, it's like it's hard when you have all these kids and one's a baby and like whatever, maybe you have 2 babies and but just keep it simple.
Yeah.
And like when you have a newborn, even taking a shower is a challenge, right? But doing a simple thing that you feel like it's an accomplishment because you didn't want to do it mentally, like it was so hard to get yourself to do it. I think that's the point. That's the stress test.
I can see though, that could change your entire day, the whole course. When you're just like, God, I'm awesome today. I did that thing, whatever. I
don't know. What do you think? Am I on the right track here?
Yeah, I think you are.
Just making shit up.
Just making. I mean, based on experience, it's not like you're just making it up. I know. But,
and like 8,000 books that we've read.
Yeah. But. For me, I've shared this before, but I have a pretty unhealthy relationship with food. Like food stuff for me is like a good stress test. And usually it's my choice, either not eating something or making a better choice. Mm-hmm. Like that's just quick. I just thought of an example. That's a quick example.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
I go to a burger place. I'm like, I want the biggest burger with all the stuff on it. I want it dumping off of the bun. Maybe instead I get a salad with like some salmon on it. Like
that's hard because I know after you eat that, you do not feel like proud of yourself.
But the moment before that, mm-hmm. my brain's like, oh, this is going to be so good. You're going to love this. So it's like this inner turmoil I always have. Like mm-hmm. you said, I know it's like working out. I know I'm going to feel good.
Yeah.
But there's still the little guy on the shoulder.
Mm-hmm. The little devil.
Oh man.
Saying nobody likes salad.
God, he loves smothered burgers of all kinds. Dick.
Yeah, we talked about we're gonna start 75 Hard together and do it a little different than the last time you did 75 Hard. Uh-huh. So one of the things we're gonna cut out is all meat except like poultry and fish. So that's gonna be our new. So you're talking about burgers. That means no burgers.
I know.
Except turkey burgers.
Salmon burgers. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about salmon burgers.
Oh, I've already thought of this. Don't you worry. I have all the loopholes figured out.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Okay. So become insanely adaptable.
Yes.
I think adaptability is huge.
Yes.
I mean, because that's like you're getting uncomfortable and then you need to adapt to that new level of discomfort to then feel comfortable again, right? That is adaptability. And we know some people in our lives who cannot adapt.
If you've been on Facebook at all with any human, you know that people are like getting more and more stuck in like, I'm right. Like there's no one wants to adapt anymore or like give anything. Like, everyone just thinks that their opinion is truth. Mm-hmm. It's not, it's an opinion. It's like, so to me, that's adaptability.
Yeah.
It's not just like
being
adapt to your
willing.
lifestyle, but being open and adjust to yourself.
Yeah.
Look at things differently, step back. But,
This quote from Patrick Shannon. I'm going to be honest. I don't know who that is. Do you know who that is?
I think he was a basketball coach.
You have to be able to take a hard hit, pivot, and shrug it off like shedding an effing snakeskin.
Whoa. That must be a football coach. Sounds like some football coach to say.
So yeah, I mean, pivoting, like, right? Like that is the key word to adaptability. Like pivot your mind, pivot your thinking, pivot your routine, pivot your environment. Like what's happening in your daily life that's just bringing you down.
Yeah, if you're young and listening to this, spoiler alert, life's going to punch you in the face. And you got to
Yep.
be ready to adapt. Like you're going to either dodge it or you're going to absorb it. I mean, you got to figure out what to do. And that's very, very true.
Yeah. Number 9 is don't rely on willpower or motivation, because essentially it doesn't exist. So like, because motivation gets you started.
Right.
But then habits and actions are what keep you going. Like there is no willpower.
Sure.
Also like accountability to someone else. So like accountability and just your consistent routines and actions. Those are the 2 things that keep you going when you have no motivation.
Yeah.
Keep you showing up when you don't want to show up. Accountability and consistent actions. So that's our struggle with the gym. When we fall out of motivation, I'll say, we're each other's worst enemy, because as far as an accountability partner goes, we kind of are like, okay, yeah, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, if we wake up in the morning and you're like, will you just stay and cuddle with me? Oh man, I'm like, yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, but those are the 2 things that there's like a book that's called something about like willpower is not real or something like that. And essentially that's what it boils down to, is you do lose that initial fire.
Yeah. How many people do we know that start something and then just it fizzles out?
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying that's the motivation, but then what's that next thing?
Mm-hmm. These are all out of order, so I'm trying to find number 10. That was number 9. Number 9. Okay, maybe I don't have number 10. That's the one I'm missing.
That was the best one.
That was the best one. Totally.
But I have no idea what it was. But
okay.
Yeah.
So number 11, enjoy the journey. It's not the only thing that's real, or it is the only thing that's real or promised. Learn from every moment, good or bad, and seek to gain wisdom over a specific result. So instead of focusing on the result, focus on what you learned and gained during the process.
I feel like I just learned this a few years ago, of like that everything happens for a reason, right? You don't know the reasons necessarily while they're happening to you.
Mm-hmm.
But when you look back at things, you're like, God, this happened for this reason. Oh, thank God that it happened this way.
Yeah.
Or, you know what, that sucked. But you know what I learned from that? Like, there's just so many things. And that's probably just because as I get older and more of that's happening.
Right.
It's just, I'm way more aware of it now.
I think when you're younger, you don't realize how many curveballs are going to get thrown your way. Just think you can take on the world. So they're going to have it even worse with like social media and how like everyone only posts the positive stuff. Yeah. Right? It's like, my life's so great and life's great and easy and fun and whatever. And look at this vacation and look at like, so no, younger kids aren't seeing all the struggle behind all of that.
Yeah, social media is the tip of the iceberg. We don't see all the stuff underwater that someone did to get there, right? What's the foundation?
Right. So they're going to have even more skewed view of reality. And I think that's, like you said, as I get older, but I think it's not only because we've experienced more. I think it's because we're learning what's real.
Yeah.
And like we're accepting what's real.
That's a good call. But I will say it started to change how I look at things that are currently happening to me. When struggles and things
Yeah.
happen, I'm like, I don't know why this is happening yet.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see in the future to
Oof.
learn.
It's so hard to do.
It is. It doesn't mean it doesn't suck.
Yeah.
But it's just I'm reframing my mind to try to be like, there's a reason this is happening.
Yeah.
Let's just still get through it. And then we'll know in the future why it happened. But
yeah,
I wish I'd known that earlier or realized that.
I mean, number 12, I feel like is the same thing. Focus on the process, not the results.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that's really not a different number.
That's our book, The Alchemist. That is the perfect representation of focus on the process, not the result. That's what that whole book is about.
Yeah. The journey.
Is the journey and the process.
Because it really isn't about the result. Like that is something too, as we get older, like, and I'm starting to see, it's like, I want that achievement. I want that achievement. And then you get that achievement and you're like, oh, cool. Right. So it's not as like,
but if you didn't pay attention to everything that happened on the way to it, like that's where the gold is. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Last one, seek out and embrace extreme accountability. So that kind of goes back to it. We talked about that a little bit earlier, but
Jocko. Every time I hear that now, I think of Jocko Willink.
Yeah. That's a really good book. If you guys haven't read that, Extreme Ownership. That book definitely changed my outlook on ownership for sure. Like, I'm not saying I didn't take ownership, but it definitely shifted the way I saw things. And the best example was, okay, so I have staff at my store, right?
Yep.
And I don't work in the operations of the store. So if they do something wrong with a customer, whose fault is it?
Right.
Right. And my initial reaction was always, well, it's their fault. They should have done this. They should have done that. Right. But the reality is, because I'm their leader, it's my fault. Yeah. Because I did not train them to know to not act that way.
Right. So extreme ownership, you're saying, would be my employee screws up. Well, the manager was supposed to manage them, right? Easier to say, yep, that's their fault. Well, no, not only is it your employee, but you should have also been working with the manager to work with the employee. So like this effect.
It always goes up and up and up.
Right. Until it gets to, you know what? I didn't do something right to cause this all the way down here at the end. And,
I will tell you, when I shifted my outlook on that, something would happen. And I know you've experienced this too, where someone's like, this didn't happen and this isn't right. And like something went wrong. Right.
Yeah.
And if you are like, yep, that is completely my fault. I am so sorry. Right. If you take ownership of something immediately, it's crazy how much it just diffuses the other person.
Absolutely.
And they're like, oh, it's okay. Right. Like it throws people off guard when you own up to something.
But you can't just say, yeah, that's on me. Like you need to mean it. Like
for sure.
Yeah. It's like you have to be genuine.
But I think even for our kids, like we've noticed that in them, like we've taught them ownership because of that book. Like I was like, nope, that's on you. Right. And even they have like, it's amazing when they're fighting with each other. And then one of them, I'm like, what do you need to do? Whose fault? You need to take ownership. And they're like, oh, and they're like, I'm sorry. It's my fault. Right. And then the other one's like, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's crazy how much it just like diffuses the situation. So,
but as we talked about earlier, taking that ownership almost brings control back to you feeling like just even accepting it as like, you know what? I had control of that and I didn't control it. And now I know how. Like I see now how to do it.
And it's hard because like I think your ego gets in the way.
Well, yeah.
To be like, I don't do anything wrong. Like I don't make mistakes. Right. And then when someone else makes a mistake and you're supposed to own that mistake, that was so hard for me.
That is hard.
Like, that's not my fault. That's their fault. Right. But then it's like, no, I can see, okay, yeah, I should have trained them properly or done that. Right. So,
yeah.
It's hard. Like that was something that was a big shift for me. That was a real challenge to learn how to take more ownership of all my actions.
Absolutely.
And it's like given me more peace.
Well, because you know where it starts. You know, now, like if an employee's not doing well, like you understand, you're not like, God, this manager's just not managing her right. You already know, like, well, I'm obviously not working with the manager enough to work with her to whatever. So
yeah,
that's where your piece comes in.
yeah,
So unpacking that one more, it also talks about what accountability.
just extreme accountability.
Yeah. To yourself, to others, to
Probably
what?
all of it. Yeah.
That's one I have struggled with because I'm going to say I don't have a lot of people in my work life to hold me accountable to things. A lot of it is self accountability,
Which is discipline, and like
and that's
that wanes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's tough. I'm still figuring that one out. And, you know, like, because we're husband, wife, accountability is different. And that's a struggle I think I have with you and I working together sometimes is like that spouse, I don't want to say boss, but like coworker.
Yeah. When we have to be in work mode.
Yeah.
And I'm like asking you, did you get this done?
A lot of times I get defensive.
And you get really mad at me.
Right.
I'm like, wait. I'm your coworker right now, not your wife.
Yeah, but I mean, that's tough, you know, and I could see like friends, even if you go in business with your friend or you're doing something, there could be similar situations like that.
Yeah, for sure. Or if you're really good friends with a coworker, but they're your superior.
Yes.
Like same thing could happen. Same like dynamic. So, so what do you think that means? Like if it's hard for you to be held accountable, how do you grow into that?
Ooh.
Because you do, like, for you, you have so much freedom in your day to day.
Right.
Like that's where the challenge of accountability comes in for you.
Yeah, my
because you have
deadlines are
control.
flexible. You know, maybe, yeah, so I can just push something back or move it instead of like, it's going to be done by this time. So maybe more clear goals to get things completed or do certain,
like due dates, timelines kind of thing.
yeah, maybe.
You don't know. You're like,
I don't know.
That sounds like good in theory.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to dissect my own process here, but I'm not sure.
I feel like you've improved a lot this year. What do you feel like you've done different? Trello, like using a tool.
Yeah, tools help a lot to keep myself, because I mean, I used to just try to keep everything in my brain on this scribbly piece of yellow paper up there that
I know.
Yeah, it's bad.
That's another thing as you get older. You're like, just stop trusting your brain. Like, just stop now. Don't even try. Just literally open your notes or open a tool of some kind and like put it down, because it just gets more and more cluttered. More stuff.
That's a golden acorn right there. Just don't trust your brain.
Don't trust your brain, because you will forget, and then you'll let people down. And then, you know, it's just and then you do it 100,000 times. And then you're like, maybe I should change this behavior.
Well, you do a really good job. You use, you speak, talk to notes or whatever. And you just like talk into your phone and tell it what to do and then what to remind you.
Yeah.
Like
so
you've embraced the AI portion of it really well.
Yeah. Even as simple as like, you know, I have an upcoming meeting today, and it's at 10. I'll tell Google to set an alarm for me to go off at 9:57 so that I'm not late to that meeting.
Yeah.
Right. So I set alarms for things, because like a phone notification isn't going to be enough for me to remember. I need to hear an alarm.
Well, and all the notifications you get, it's just like you might miss it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's one of my habits, is definitely setting alarms for all my meetings or times I need to leave or anything like that, so that I don't.
I think you even do it with thoughts though, don't you?
Yeah. I'll open my notes, my keep notes, and I'll just transcribe, or I have chat on my phone. So like I have where you can just talk to it if you like want to work a little bit, and like that's different, but that's more
I think
work.
I need to embrace more of that stuff for my own accountability.
Talking instead of.
Yeah, I'm really good at ownership. I'm just working on accountability.
Yeah. I just like talking instead of typing, because it's faster. I'm just like all about efficiencies.
Yes, you are.
So yeah. I don't really have a lot of people to hold me accountable either. So I think that's
But you're very good with your own accountability. Like you're very disciplined with yourself.
I am so mean to myself. I'm like the worst boss ever.
Really? Maybe you should look for a new boss.
I know, right? I did read a story once about that. Someone was like talking about this boss. It was in, I think it was one of, what's the soundtracks?
John Acuff.
John Acuff's books. And he's telling this story about the worst boss he ever had. And
that's right. I remember that.
Oh my God, it was so good.
He's like, he'd make me come in late to work, wouldn't let me leave, like all this stuff.
He wouldn't let me go to the bathroom. I had to clock out if I wanted to go to the bathroom and then clock back in, like all this stuff. And he's like, oh, it was myself, you know.
Right.
And I could really resonate with that. So that's probably why I am pretty good about holding myself accountable, but I'm pretty hard on myself.
Yeah.
I need to maybe be a little nicer.
Maybe buy your boss a coffee.
Yeah, I did this morning.
Well, I like this list. This is fun.
Yeah. So, and I haven't finished the other book yet. The way it's written, it just kind of makes you feel shitty about yourself. Like that you're not doing things right. You're not doing enough.
One of those.
Yeah. So it's not the most.
Like a lot of parenting books we've read. We always feel like garbage parents afterwards.
So it's not the easiest read. It's like, oh my God, it's not good everything. So I keep having to turn it off. I'm like, I need some positive
you're not
music
in the right
right
mental space for that one.
Yeah, not right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't need to be told how terrible I am when I'm already like beating myself up. So
yeah. So we were missing number 11?
Number 10, I think
10?
was missing.
Okay.
Yeah, but...
Well, let's find that. Let's share our list in the notes.
Okay.
So it's almost like these are like fun little almost virtues, you know, that you can
do hard shit virtues.
Do hard shit virtues.
You know, I'm going to throw one in there that John Acuff recommended, and I think we've mentioned it before, but creating that hard list. So anytime during the day you do something hard that you're proud of yourself for,
yeah,
like an achievement that was like a challenge for you, that's writing that out and keeping a list of it. So when you're feeling kind of down, it's a good thing to open up and see all the hard things that you've overcome. So let's just make that number 10. Hard list. Yeah.
Speaking of bad bosses, I'm a bad boss in myself. When I do something hard, it's like I almost take away from it. So if someone's like, God, good job on it, I'm just like, yeah, it had to be done. You know, instead of acknowledging like, yeah, you know what? That was awesome.
I am amazing.
I do dope shit. Yeah. No, I always play it down and like take away from myself of something that was good.
Yeah. And I think that makes it harder to want to keep doing hard things when you're not even like,
I'm not acknowledging that it was
your accomplishment
or I accomplished. Yeah.
Yeah. So
thanks for that today.
Yeah. You are awesome and you do dope shit. Yeah. And you do hard shit.
I do. We do.
Be proud of yourself for that.
Remember that, listeners. Do it yourself. You guys do hard stuff every day. Acknowledge it.
You're so corny when you say listeners.
Listeners, hey fans.
Like this is a radio show.
Fam.
Hello listeners.
This has been the delicious dish.
All right. Cool. Is that good?
I think we're good.
We're good.
Yeah. We release you all. Thank you for listening.
Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining Golden Acorns. Remember, the small steps you take today can lead to big growth tomorrow. Keep planting those seeds of potential and watch your life flourish in ways that truly do matter. If you found this episode helpful, share it with someone who could use a little inspiration. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a chance to grow with us. Thanks.